I'm John Ellis, former Major League Baseball player for 13 years with the Yankees, Indians, and Rangers. And I had an exciting time playing Major League Baseball. From there, went into business, and from there started the Connecticut Cancer Foundation with my beautiful wife, Jane. And it's been going strong ever since, 30 years now. The first time I met John Giordano, we had a fire in our house. First time I ever had a fire anywhere. And during that period of time, John came over. I met him through a mutual friend, and I was very excited to meet him because I really didn't know what to do when a fire happens in your house. Needless to say, my wife was very upset. And when she met John, she felt much at ease. We were pleased with the result. As a public adjuster, he's got many responsibilities. There wasn't a lot of fire damage, but a lot of smoke damage. A lot of issues that were discussed were way beyond my comprehension. And John and his team did an excellent, quick, professional job. Had a great relationship with him throughout the whole process. There were no delays. Everything went very smooth, and it was through his great effort that we were able to rebuild our house brand new.
What happened exactly? How'd the fire start? What was that all about?
You know, the fire started so strangely. I was cooking outside, lobsters on a big pot. My wife had warned me to keep it away from the Christmas trees. So the Christmas trees caught fire while I was cleaning some lobsters inside, and the fire went into the roof. Now she's walking with her friends, they're coming back, the fire trucks are coming down the road, and I still don't even know the fire's going on inside the house. So they put it out. We stayed in a nice hotel for 2 months, and John made those arrangements for us. And if anybody has a major fire, they should hire a public adjuster, number one. Because it's just too much information that you're not experienced with to do something about what you need to do and what's in your best interest. John, of course, knew a lot of the answers, created great approvals for us, and we were excited to have him on our team. I would never do it again without John Giordano Associates. The pain and discomfort with a fire, and yet the house was still standing, is not so much a problem for someone like myself, because, you know, I could probably live in the garage. But for my wife, when you have jewelry and personal memorabilia over the years, these are the things that are so upsetting. And John put her at ease. Created opportunities for her to replace items that were lost, and we were very thankful that he was there with us.
So this happened how many years ago?
I would say 16 years ago. And 15 years later, we've been in the same location, not the same house, of course, but we rebuilt versus remodeled.
Your home is magnificent.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I wish I had something to do with it, but it's all my wife's touches that created this great home.
Isn't that always the truth?
It is the truth.
Tell me, after all these years, John called you and asked you to spend some time with me sharing your story. This is 15 or 16 years later. That's amazing. You stayed in touch with John that long?
Well, John is not just a public adjuster. From this, our friendship grew, and John became one of our board members with the Connecticut Cancer Foundation. We raise money for needy cancer families in Connecticut. I'm a Hodgkin survivor, and John is instrumental on our board. He raises funds for the neediest of the needy in Connecticut through his relationships. He's been a supporter for 15 years, and his counsel means a lot to me on the board, his friendship, but more importantly, his deeds outside of his own work is really who John is.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by his deeds outside of his work is he's always thinking of other people first, not of his own goals. He's there for you. He's there for other people. He's always been that way for 15 years. If you need the shirt off his back, he's there for you. That's the kind of man John Giordano is.
Powerful. How rare is somebody like a John Giordano?
Well, first off, he's inspirational to me. He's inspirational to other board members. He creates the link to keep going and raising more funds year after year, because after 30 years, it's not easy to continue to raise a couple $1 million a year from our statewide community. We give out $600,000 annually to needy cancer patients in Connecticut. The neediest of the needy. Rent, light, utilities, and mortgage. And John gathers his support from his friends in the industry. All of them should be very proud to be associated with John.